country in the world, and it is worth fighting for. It is worth bleeding for. And if it takes it, it's worth dying for the greatest country that this world has ever seen.
What's going on, America? Dang, I came in good that time. I about got the timing figured out. You would think after 700 plus times of doing this that I would figure it out, but alas, here we are. What's going on, everybody? Let's get business out of the way first. Today's Wednesday, right?
Yep.
Hump Day.
All day.
It is H-U-M-P Day. Hump Day. And we got a lot of stuff to talk to you about, but first we need business out of the way. We need each and every one of you to hit that like button. The more you hit the like button, the more you hit the share button, the more people see this video, the more people see the truth that we're trying to bring. Also, we need you to hit the share button. The share button far and wide, wherever you may be watching this. Bring more people in. Let's extend the Dear America family in the tree that is that is us. All right, Iran officially is threatening to assassinate Donald Trump. Do you think it's a coincidence that the same country that Joe Biden allowed billions and billions of dollars to help fund them, to turn them back into a national terror threat, is now wanting to take out Donald Trump? Do you think that's a coincidence? Comment yes or no in the comment section. Let's go ahead and get the chat blowing up. I don't think that's a coincidence at all. I think everything is connected, and we're going to dive into it. Also, when I said yesterday that they're coming after all of us, that's what I meant. And now you're seeing that a judge has officially said that he is going to sign off on the auction of all of Alex Jones' InfoWars intellectual property, trademarks, the copyrights, the equipments, the studios, everything. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what they're going to do to every single one of it. It says, shocker among shockers, turns out that the would-be assassin of President Trump's son happens to be a demonic child pedophile. Go figure. Who would have thought that? Was a shocker to no one. Either way, let's get everybody here that's in the studio. Ladies and gentlemen, DEI Hire Tony is here.
Buenos dias, everybody. I love that song. I just like sit back and just listening to it.
Taking it in? Okay.
I do, yeah, it is.
All right, and of course, everybody's favorite redneck hot seat Todd is here, changing it up today. Yeah.
He kind of threw me off a little bit.
Threw me off.
What's going on?
And of course, producer Royce is here.
I am here and I have beard.
I am here and I have beard.
Royce is getting ready for the hurricane to hit him. So you.
Dude,
I am, man.
That is a T-shirt line. I am here and I have beard. I am here and I have beer.
Royalties.
That is a T-shirt line waiting to happen.
Very nice.
Put it in the chat. Would you buy the I have beard or I have beer shirt? That would be funny. And for those of you that are sanctified and holy, I have Sprite. I guess.
Sprite?
I don't know.
Root beer, man.
Yeah, I have root beer. Anyway, all right, we got a lot of things to talk about, a lot of stuff to do. But first, we got to talk about the fact that the economy is in absolute shambles. Everybody knows this. We don't even know who's in charge of the country. I mean, the other day, Joe Biden allowed Jill Biden to run a heads of state cabinet meeting where she was sitting at the head of the table. I mean, we are in...
And the best line was like, here you go, kid.
Yeah, here you go,
answer
kid.
is power hungry. Power
Yes.
hungry.
And we also know in October, the BRICS is going to officially announce an alternative to the U.S. dollar. So that's why we're asking you to check out our friends at Birch Gold. Ladies and gentlemen, we need every single one of you. Can you go up to the top there? Go up. Gold. See how gold is up yet again? Everybody's like, oh, we buy silver. Okay, well, you should be buying gold because gold is up again. But you can buy all of them. Platinum's up as well. It's almost like I'm trying to help you out. Protect your money, protect your family by investing in something that can protect your money to protect your family. Text the word Graham, that's Graham, to 989898 right now. My friends at Birch Gold is going to send you a free 25-page information kit on how gold, silver, and precious metals can protect your money against an unstable economy and an unstable world. Text the word Graham, that's Graham, to 989898 right now. All right, let's get into this. So yesterday, there's this thing called the Al Smith dinner. And it's just this known thing that presidential candidates attend. And apparently Kamala Harris is breaking a 40-year tradition. So let's watch this video here. Let's watch this.
We're disappointed. We were looking forward to giving the vice president an enthusiastic welcome. And we were confident that she would find this. You know, she speaks very much about the high ideals and how it's good to get away from division and come together in unity and all. Well, that's what the L. Smith dinner is all about. We haven't given up yet. We're not used to this. We don't know how to handle it. This hasn't happened in 40 years since Walter Mondale turned down the invitation. And remember, he lost 49 out of 50 states. I don't want to say there's a direct connection there. But so we're not used to this, and we're not giving up. You know who's been a help to us, Lauren, is Senator Schumer and Governor Hochul. They both are working hard to see that they convince her to come.
So there's still a chance.
Yeah, and
So
Senator
there's the
Schumer.
thing is this is something Donald Trump said that he will attend. This is the dinner that back in like 2016, everybody was talking crap about Trump the entire time. You know, everybody's just dressed to the nines and all this stuff. Everybody's talking crap. And, you know, Trump's just smiling and smirking the entire time and everything. He goes on to, you know, win the election. This is that dinner. It's supposed to be, as this Cardinal Dolan said, is supposed to be this opportunity like, hey, we know we're on opposing sides of the political spectrum, but at the end of the day, this is all about America. So come together and, you know, and like, let's just have a night, right? We put the swords down, right? Even in like Revolutionary War and Civil War and all this stuff, they'd be like, hey, it's Christmas. Let's just today, let's just not fight today. Like even in wars, they would have things like that. That's real. But Kamala Harris is saying, go yourself. Like, I'm not going. And so it's a sad state to be in when Chuck Schumer is having to beg and plead. Like, will you please come to this dinner, please? And I think it's because Kamala Harris is scared to death to be in a live setting where Donald Trump is, where she can't control what's being said, done, other people's reactions. I think she's terrified. If you agree with that comment, yes or no in the chat. What do you guys think? 40 years since someone has turned down coming to this dinner. What do you think that means?
I think she needs to release a statement, probably.
Yeah.
You know, if
I
she
think
hasn't
she's
already.
I think the demon that's in her is just worried he might get exercised in front of all of those freaking priests.
Think about it.
They're going to have an old priest and a young priest in there. Kamala's demons can't go in the room.
I wouldn't show my face either. They at the DNC, they had a freaking abortion bus out there killing all those babies, man. I wouldn't show my face either. I'd be like, no, I'm not going to
it's
that.
a
Are you
guilt
kidding me?
That's
Yeah.
not why she's not.
Well, I
saying
know
it.
that, but
you never know, man. You know, maybe she's
I don't
hurting
think
inside.
she's afraid. I think Legion is
I
terrified.
think Legion.
Legion.
We are Legion, and we are weak.
Just saying.
There's a cardinal there. We can't go. Like, anyway. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. I think it's just yet another example of how Kamala Harris is running this shadow campaign from the basement like Joe Biden did in 2020. But he had the cover of COVID-19 to help him out a bit. But Kamala Harris is really, she's not attending these things. And we'll get into this in a minute. Even CNN's kind of turning against her a little bit here. But first, Hardy, a good old Mississippi boy, has finally had enough about people. Well, I think they were at Neyland Stadium. I think he was with Hardy here when they were playing at the Vols Stadium. I think is why he's wearing the Tennessee jersey here. They do that, like wherever they're playing at the stadium, they normally wear the jersey of the stadium they're playing at. That's kind of like the thing they do. Either way, language warning. We're only going to play about 30 seconds of this clip. We cannot help what people say, but the message is overall this. Hardy is tired of hearing people talk crap about America. So good old Mississippi boy grew up about 60 miles from me and Todd, a little closer to Meridian. This is Hardy. Let's hear what he has to say.
Especially this year with all the crazy shit going on. I see a lot of people posting and talking shit about living in the United States of America and being a United States citizen. And to that I say, fuck you.
Yes.
The United States is the greatest country on this planet.
There you go. America, the United States is the greatest country on this planet, period. To anybody that has a problem with that, I say, F you. That's a Mississippi boy right there. It's what that is. And so shout out to Hardy. Let's put some American flags in the chat for Hardy. It's really good to see this new wave of entertainers, this new wave of the music industry that's coming out, and they're just like, dude, we don't care. Morgan Wallen is arguably the biggest country music star probably since Garth Brooks, I would say. I think he's going to be bigger than Garth Brooks when it's all said and done. I mean, the dude is selling out Neyland State, like 103,000 seat arenas. I mean, it's insanity what he's doing. And mainstream canceled him. His album Dangerous was not allowed to be played on country music radio because in a drunken rant he said the N-word back in the day. And now look at him. You see all these people that are just refusing to be canceled, and now they're refusing to back down on the love for the country, love for Jesus, all the above. I like this new trend that we got going on. Brad Arnold from Three Doors Down was on Fox News last night because apparently people made such a ruckus about him. And I've been to one of the shows, literally in the middle of it. He preaches like a sermon, like for 10 minutes, like calling people to Jesus and all this stuff. And he went on Fox News. It's like, I'm not stopping. I'm just going to keep doing it all day long. We're seeing something happen in the rock industry and the country music industry that I think is pretty cool. And ironically, Brad Arnold also from Mississippi. Something about us Mississippi boys that we just don't care, man.
Don't care.
I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, all right, let's keep going. All right, this is an interesting video. This is apparently something Coca-Cola is doing where you can customize your cans. I don't know what losers do this, but either way, you can customize your can and pay more money for it at the time. But apparently, it's okay to put anything on a can for Coke except the word Jesus. Play the clip.
So at the Coke store, you can personalize a message. You can put Allah loves you.
Allah loves you.
Or you could even put, let me see.
All right, so that works.
Let me see, let's just try it out. Buddha loves you.
All right, so Buddha works.
But you cannot even type in the word Jesus.
Oh my gosh, it stops you.
We cannot allow this text on the can.
It doesn't, pause it. It doesn't even allow you to put the final S. Jesu.
Yep.
And when you go to hit S, it says, sadly, we cannot automatically allow this text on the can. There is good news. If you feel like this is a mistake, please speak to a store representative. They will happily review this system decision. So Coke's system is automatically. What if your name is Jesus? If you're Hispanic,
No.
what are you gonna do?
You got to put the apostrophe.
The attack against Christianity is real. Why would this even be a thing?
That's
and I'm
online,
sure,
too.
I'm sure that fact checkers are going to come back and fact check this clip because Coke is going to fix it after the outrage. And they're going to be like, Coca-Cola doesn't do that, Graham. You're a liar. Here it is right here on video. If you believe the attack on Christianity is real, comment yes or no in the chat right now. Insane. Todd, you tried this, right?
Yeah. I went online and I made a can that says Jesus is King, and it said nope. And I said, okay, well, let me try think of the worst possible thing I could put on a can.
Wait. Before you say that, there you go.
Oh, yeah. Throw my disclaimer. Yeah, there you go. Hey, man, I lay down on the sword for
Tell
y'all
him what
all
you
the
did,
time.
Todd. Tell him what you did.
I put Hitler loves Jews. And it worked. I could have paid $9.95 and got the can sent to my house, for real. Like, no kidding.
I hope whoever came up with this idea, whenever their time comes and they're at the pearly gates, our Lord and Savior looks down at them and says, "You forgot that Jesus went down and died for your sins. He was crucified horribly, and you couldn't even let his name be put on a can. You guys are disgusting. Get your butt down
They don't.
to
I don't
you
think
know
they
where.
understand
Get
how
out of here.
despicable
Yeah.
the action that they're doing is.
Well,
Well,
you
what
gotta
they'll claim,
remember, this
they'll
is-
claim it's a computer glitch. That's what
Yeah,
they'll claim.
yeah,
Oh,
sure.
it was a glitch. It was a glitch because that's what it always does. When a
But the most
conservative,
famous name in the world cannot be
Yeah.
put in the can.
This
That's
is
the
the
computer
same
glitch.
organization that sent out a mass email forcing their white employees to not be so white. Remember that?
what
No.
now? Oh,
You don't
yeah.
remember that?
Yeah.
They sent out the email, stop being so white. You know, like it's a, duh. Here we go. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Anyway, all right, weird thing for the day. But anyway, it gets weirder. Apparently, P. Diddy is not eating food
Oh,
in prison
no.
due to paranoia that someone is going to try to poison him.
Oh no, not P. Diddy.
It's almost like P. Diddy knows
Tony.
that they're going to do everything. No, we got to keep this. Tony, we got to keep this dude alive.
Yes,
Like-
for real.
like we've got to. I don't want him to get Epstein. Like, we
Me
need
either.
this dude to talk. Like, is there a thing that citizens can do? We're like, hey, we're going to take care of this guy.
Yeah.
We don't trust y'all.
I'll bring you a Lunchable every day.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I will bring some home cooked food every day, and you won't have to worry about it being tainted at all, because we want you alive and well and full of energy to testify and roll over on every single person that is involved in your freak offs. We need. I don't want him to die in prison.
We
'cause
got to talk
that's what
about.
they want.
We got to talk about who he's in the cell with, though, because that blew my mind, and I've
Yeah.
not seen that anywhere.
Yeah,
he's
break it
sticking
down.
in there with Sam Bankman-Fried, the crypto guy.
Yep.
I just learned this before the show.
Yep.
That to me is, first off, you're telling me they don't have enough cells. Like, they had to put these two guys together. These two
Well,
politically
Diddy needed a
corrupt. Like,
boyfriend, man. I mean, come on.
I mean, maybe.
Say it,
But
Tony.
that's just unbelievable to
can't.
me.
Here's it is unbelievable, but again, it goes to show we're not crazy. Even P. Diddy knows that they want him dead before he talks. Mm-hmm. The end. They want him dead. The evil, satanic pedophiles that are behind P. Diddy being able to get away with it for as long as he did, they're not going to let him talk, dude. He's a dead man walking. But speaking about non-satanic people, let's talk about a good Christian organization at our friends at Patriot Mobile. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to support a Christian cell phone organization. You can go to patriotmobile.com/Graham today. The promo code Graham is going to get you a free month when you sign up. They've got some amazing things going on. Not only are they a Christian organization that supports the issues that you care about, they also have this dual tower technology of Patriot Mobile One, where if you go somewhere and the AT&T towers are not great, you can switch to Verizon. If Verizon's not great, you can switch to AT&T. They also have the Up phone, which is installed with unplugged technology. I believe if we switch over, keep going right there. If you want to get off the grid, this is how you do it while still being able to make phone calls. This is some amazing technology that they're offering over at Patriot Mobile. So, what are you waiting for? It's fast, easy, and it's a Christian organization. Go to patriotmobile.com/Graham. That's patriotmobile.com/Graham. Promo code Graham is going to get you a free month when you sign up. What are you waiting for? Go right now. All right. This next block, I haven't seen a lot of these videos, but the guys have put this stuff in here. Apparently, this is a white dudes for Kamala, which I feel like if you're attached to if I was attached to a group that said white dudes for Trump, I'd be like, is this really the best name idea we can come up with? You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like this is not good. It's happy. And another word for that you can
It reminds me of, just to make a quick point, it reminds me of like the whole BLM thing and the whole like all lives matter. Like, why are we even doing it? Because obviously all lives matter. Same with this. Like, if you're a Trump supporter or you're a Harris supporter, you don't have to make a whole name for it. Just be a supporter.
Yeah.
Like, and
where's
it's just
Al
a weird
Sharpton in all
group to
this?
make. It's a weird group to make and to proclaim.
I think it's racist.
Yeah, I'm finna say, I'm surprised Al Sharpton hasn't jumped on this yet. What do you mean,
White people for
white people?
We need to come up with a group that just says the whites for Trump. There we go. Just throw it right back at them. The whites for Trump. And, all right, play the clip. Apparently it doesn't go over.
But it can be whites.
Rednecks for Republicans.
The whites. The whites.
The whites.
The whites for
All right,
Trump.
play it.
Where 16 voters might decide this. Damn it, I'm getting
All 17 of them.
Pause. Pause. Pause it. White dudes for Trump. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 girls.
And that is
5 girls,
one lonely
6
brother
girls.
in the back. Way back there.
Does your sign say Republicans for Harris?
Yes, it does. Again,
Man.
so the white dudes for Trump has, for Harris, means most of them are white women that forced their beta husbands to go.
Pretty much.
They have not shared the marital bed in a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and with promises that they may one day return, these low T beta men have showed up at their wife's behest
That
for
poor
them to
dude in
go.
the back. I bet he's terrified.
Why do you guys think that?
Why do I think they haven't been in the marital bed?
No,
Look
no,
at
no.
these guys.
No.
Take a look at him.
It's a dead giveaway.
I
Graham's
was
like,
trying
we
to
can
figure-
keep talking about this.
I was trying to figure out how to word this. Why do you think it sounds racist when you say something like white guys for Trump or white men for Harris or what? Because I mean, there's Latinos for Trump and there's BLM and none of that sounds racist. But why is it that anytime you throw white or Caucasian in front of it sounds racist to other minority groups?
Because white people are deemed the existential threat to this country because of our inherent white privilege and our inherent racism within us.
Especially if you sound like me.
Yes, I look like the existential threat of white supremacy. Todd is the existential threat.
okay.
of
I'm
white
glad.
supremacy.
I am gonna say something. I'm gonna say something, and I might get some flack for it, but this is the God honest truth. If I were walking down a street and I see a white dude walking towards me, I wouldn't take it as a threat. But if I see a Hispanic dude or a black dude walking towards me that looks kind of iffy, I'd be more like, all right, where's my...
Well, Hispanics and black people have kind of like this beef going on, right?
Yeah. I mean, it depends. It's one of those things where it's an unsaid. They both are. We're.
But no. But I like that you said that. One, and I had Tony say it because he's allowed to say it. I'm not allowed to say that stuff. But the fact that you are even able to have a conversation of, yeah, there's some tensions between the Hispanic and the black community, and everybody's just like, yeah, you're right, there is.
There can be,
If
absolutely.
a white dude said, yeah, there's some tensions between certain parts of, the black community and the white community, everybody would lose their mind over
Let
this.
me answer your question, Tony.
Disclaimer, now we're talking about race stuff. Hit the dang button. All right, there we go.
Okay.
Play it.
So when I was stationed in North Carolina, all right, I had this young female that worked in the office with me. And she was a young black lady and very sweet girl, but she was terrified of me. Like one word answers, wouldn't stay in the same room with me, nothing. Like she would not stay. If I was in the room by myself, she would not enter. She would talk to me from the doorway. And come to find out that she knew, I found out I was a white guy from Mississippi. And in her mind, I had a Klan robe hanging in my closet just because of my accent and my color. So that's why.
I don't think it took her long to find that out, but I think she could talk to you and kind of figure that part out. For me, the whole thing, I really don't get it because in my eyes, I don't really care if you're Hispanic, black, whatever. If you look iffy, if you look like you're suspicious and you're like,
That's profiling, Royce.
No, that's not
profiling.
That's not
is wrong.
Listen, man. If I don't care if you're white or anything, if you're walking towards me and you look kind of sus, I'm gonna be kind of scared. It's just what it is.
Yeah. Well, natural selection's a real thing, and I'm one of those people. I heard a comedian say the truth of the matter is people are living a lot longer than they're supposed to because we keep helping people when natural selection is supposed to. When we say don't put yourself inside of an igloo cooler. And we had to put a warning, like, don't put a human inside this. Technically, that was natural selection because obviously those people were too stupid. They weren't supposed to make it very long. We have to put instructions on shampoo. Don't eat this. Like, I mean, that's where we are. Seeing someone and having a natural instinct to be more aware, that's not racism. That is fight or flight. That is natural selection and process. That is your natural ability to stay alive in a world. It's no different. I mean, a freaking monkey is not supposed to like perk up when it sees a tiger over there across the thing. It's like, oh, it's fine. Are you profiling the tigers? How dare you, monkey? Like, it's the same thing. It's not racism. Preferences and or vigilancy is not racism. And anyway.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying for me, if I see a Caucasian person walking towards me, an Asian person walking towards me, I feel like I'm okay. But if I see a Latin guy walking towards me or a black guy walking towards me, my spidey sense kind of starts to tingle because I don't know if that's just the way I was raised, and I just I'm not profiling. I'm just saying
many jokes right there.
No, you're not because you're Hispanic. If I did it, I'd be profiling. See what I mean?
Correct.
Like that's where we live. Like you can say that, you can feel that, and everybody's like, you know what, Tony, you got a good valid point.
Which is ridiculous because the Caucasians are the ones that are called racist.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. We are racist. Like again, against the thing. Okay, either way, we got to move on.
Let's move.
All right, CNN is pushing back against Nancy Pelosi on why does Kamala Harris suck so bad? Well, she, politically sucks so bad. We all know that the other side, she's pretty decent at what she does, which is how she got where she is. Okay, either way, but this is Pelosi getting grilled here on CNN. Let's play it.
Do you think she needs to be presenting more meat on the bones of, I get that she's from a middle-class family. It's great. And I get that she feels people's pains. Great. But what about, like, here are the 5 things I'm going to do directly for you? Does she need to be doing more of that?
Well, she'll be doing some of that tomorrow once she'll put forth her economic plan. But people like to have a connection to whoever is running for office, that they share their experience, that they understand their lives. And I think that's what she is establishing. But I never give advice to presidential candidates. The wisdom that they have, the political astuteness that they have to become the presidential candidate says they know something about the market out there. But I do think that the one issue in terms of the cost of living, people want to hear something very specific. She is saying that in that ad, but also tomorrow in her economic plan. I have no complaint about how she is going forward.
She is drunk, bro.
Talk about
that is
Legion again.
That is Schlitz, vodka, and Robitussin is what that is.
Dude, you notice, like, every time she appears in public, she's got these huge necklaces on.
Yeah.
Nancy, stop getting facelifts and hiding the belly button on your neck. Stop it.
No, that's to hide the Adam's apple. Either way, the point is, that's huffing antifreeze. Is what
Good
that
Lord,
is.
I only got one thing to say: term limits.
Term limits. All right, Pelosi's husband. This is breaking news, though. Pelosi never misses a good opportunity here. Nancy Pelosi's husband sold them more than $500,000 worth of Visa stock just 2 weeks ago. Now, subsequently, Visa is now being sued by the Department of Justice. Department of Justice just suing everybody today, but who tipped off the Pelosi's?
What a coincidence.
Right before. And here's the thing, again, this is just another example of they're throwing it in our faces. Like every single day, they're throwing it in our faces. Hey, we're better than you. You are puppets. You're peasants. We're the elites. We can do whatever we want to do. But alas, we've got to move on to bigger, better things. This is where we remind you to hit the like button, hit the share button, because now we got to talk about the would-be assassin of President Trump, not President Trump's son, the son of the would-be assassin of President Trump. Here we go. Would-be Trump, this is from our friend Colin Rugg, would-be Trump assassin's son, who once called himself a, quote, reasonable person. Remember, this is the guy who said any reasonable person or any decent person would be against Donald Trump. Any good moral human would be against Donald Trump. So why wouldn't my dad do? Because he didn't like Trump, has been arrested on child porn charges. Ryan Ruth's son, Orrin Ruth, which anybody that names their son Orrin, I'm sorry if anybody in this chat has a son named Orrin, I feel like you're asking for something. Orrin is a name that goes down in history, never for good things, I guess. Anyway, Orrin Ruth, that sounds like a serial killer, was arrested after investigators say they found hundreds of files, demons, every one of these people. The discovery came while investigators were searching his North Carolina home in connection with an investigation unrelated to child exploitation. Quote, a review of the SD card located in device 1 revealed that it contained hundreds of child pornography files, prosecutors say. Quote, these files include videos from a known child pornography series created outside the state of North Carolina. Orrin previously said his father hates Trump as every reasonable person does, adding, quote, I don't like Trump either. Quote, he's my dad and all he's had is a couple traffic tickets. As far as I know my dad and love my dad, that's nothing like him. Quote, he's not a violent person. He's a hard worker and a great dad. He's a great dude, a nice guy, and has worked his whole effing life. Let's go down to what this pedophile looks like. Ooh. He's literally a Targaryen from the show House of Dragons right there. I don't know what the guy's name is, but if that's not a serial rapist pedophile, I don't know who is.
That image will burn in my dreams for
Tony, to your point, if I saw this guy in a restaurant, I would immediately hide your kids, hide your wife, because they raping everybody up in here. I'm telling you, I'd hide everybody.
I'd make sure the safety was off. That's all.
Dude, that's...
Man, I hope he gets arrested and gets thrown in general population.
He is arrested.
No, I mean,
just
be
clear.
put in jail, put in general population, because you know what they do to pedophiles in jail. So,
dude, does anybody else just find it ironic that this assassin's son gets popped for this and the Vegas shooter's son gets popped for that? I mean, just saying. I'm smelling it.
I believe it's lit. I disagree. I think it's more of a thing of evil demons do evil demon things, and all these people that are involved in this type stuff are all involved in evil things like child porn, blah 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 blah. I think it's just 2 and 2 equal 4. I think they just go together at this point.
Well, I mean,
people just have files on their computer though.
Sexual deviants, evil demons.
He's just got a folder titled whatever, and just hundreds of files on his computer. Like, that's unbelievable. I don't know, man. I'm smelling
somebody on YouTube, while we're talking about being anti-child porn, said, I dislike Graham.
Don't worry. There's a lot of us that feel the same way, buddy.
Oh, man. I can't stand myself either. Nobody's harder on me than me, I promise. But I love it. We're talking about being anti-child porn. And some dude's like, I don't like Graham.
Yeah.
This dude, all he needs is an eye patch, and he is ready to take over the House of Targaryen you know what I'm saying? This dude
looks like the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean, though. That weird one, like with the eyeball that was always coming out.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. There's nothing about this guy that makes you go, oh, he seems nice.
Yeah, it's just, ugh.
When's the last time this guy had a person say, you know what, dude, we should hang out more? Never is the answer to that. All right. Let's keep going. What else we got on this? We got something else. I think we got something else. Awkward silence. There we go. All right. Let's see. Prosecutors have officially charged Ryan Ruth with the attempted assassination of President Trump at his Florida golf course. Judge Aline Cannon will oversee the case. She is the same judge who oversaw President Trump's documents case in July. Judge Cannon dismissed the classified documents case against President Trump, siding with defense lawyers who said the special counsel, Jack Smith, who filed the charges, was illegally appointed by the Justice Department. It's crazy to me that it's taken this long to officially charge the guy. This is the stuff that almost makes me want to become a lawyer, just to fight against all this crap, man. I know it wouldn't do anything, but it's just like, good Lord. I know we have a process, but I feel like some processes should be expedited a bit more quickly. You know, how long ago
Agreed.
was it that the attempt 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And we just now have officially charged Ryan Ruth with an attempted assassination. Was it after the DOJ released the bounty notes claiming that, yes, this was, for those that are still questioning, yes, I tried to kill President Trump. Like, it's like the dude had to spell it out for you. It's crazy.
I mean,
I think it was more that they were waiting the 2 weeks for somebody to handle him, or one of those 3-letter organizations to, get rid. And they're like, fine, we'll charge him.
But Ron DeSantis wouldn't give him up. That's
Exactly.
that's what happened. They weren't expecting old Ron super tall boots to come in and save the day
They
by
were
not
waiting
giving
on
him
him
up.
to swim with
The
the
Ruth
fishes.
family sounds like they're very upstanding citizens. You have an assassin, you have a pedophile, and how long before the serial killer comes
He
out?
was a great dad. Remember,
He's a
Dad.
fantastic
Well,
dad.
they
I-
all are, Tony. I mean, you look at this turd and his son. You look at like Biden's son as a degenerate. Have you seen Obama's kids lately? Holy crap!
Yeah.
And then you go look at Trump's kids, Barron, Eric. I mean, they're just normal human beings. Like, and that's what this liberalism does to these people. It like ages them by like 8,000 years. Kathy Griffin looks like an alien right now.
Yeah, it's rough. All right. Here's the big thing. This is where we remind you, hit that like button, hit that share button. Yesterday it came out that Iran legitimately is taking out hits for Donald Trump. Uh-oh. Did we just lose Royce? Are we still broadcasting? Well,
there goes the hurricane, folks.
Uh-oh, the hurricane.
Did he
hit
get
Royce.
taken out by the hurricane?
Oh, no.
Can you guys still see us? Can you guys still hear us? Check 1, check 1, 2, check 1.
Oh, somebody just said, why did you kick me off?
Can you guys still hear us? Comment.
Well, the
yes or no
numbers
in
are
the
not
chat.
dropping.
Comment yes or no in the chat if you can hear us.
Yeah, they can still hear us.
Okay, all right, good. Okay, well, I guess we'll just sit here and we'll talk
We'll
for a bit.
just sit here and talk.
The Iran threat, I don't have it in front of me
Let's talk about something else then.
read you guys. Tony, let's talk about the inherent racistness between Hispanics and the African American community, and couple that with the internalized white privilege of Caucasus Americans.
The Caucasus.
Let's talk about the intrinsic
Mountains of
value
Caucasus.
of spiritual thought processes versus the never-ending. No, I'm just kidding.
No, well, you know what? Now you brought that up, Graham. But it's interesting because when I lived in California, so there was an unwritten rule that Hispanics didn't go into black neighborhoods and blacks didn't come into Hispanic neighborhoods.
I'm going to pull up the stuff while you talk.
So it was one of those things. But in that whole conflict that we had with them, we were always united against the Caucasians for some reason.
Yeah. All right. I got it. Sorry, not trying to cut you off. I know you were stalling for me. I appreciate it. Yeah, finish, but I've got the stuff pulled up. So
that was just my point. But it's just one of those things where the racism there, or it was always against the group that didn't like each other were always unite against the Caucasians, which was, in
But
itself.
Graham,
just
don't you
racism.
find it like weird? Like the South, where we grew up, it's supposed to be like the most racist place in the country, but like we all hung out together. We all stayed at each other. We didn't care. We were all just a community. We played sports together. We hung out with each other's families. We went to church together. And like you hear about people up north that they're like, no, they have their part of town. We have ours. And I'm like, really? And now Graham's gone.
Oh, all right. There I am. Hold on. I'm trying to click the buttons that Royce normally clicks. Hang on. Hang on.
Yeah.
Okay, there we are. I don't know how to make the thing go away. Hang on with me real quick, people. Hang on. What is this? What is this?
Remember this, folks. Remember this.
Oh no!
Remember this, folks. Not so easy, is it? Boss
Hold
man?
on. Let's see. What is
it's time
this
for some
button?
grammatical difficulties.
No, it's not. I don't know how to work this stuff. I'm trying to figure this out. Just hang on. Just how do we do this? Okay, this is me. All right. So how do I add you guys?
This show is great.
Hold on.
I'm just going to show. I'm holding my hands up, so can't nobody blame me.
There ain't nothing to blame. Something like Royce is not here. All right, I guess we're just going to do it this way with this random block here. I guess I'm trying to. All right, either way. All right, the Iran.
I got you guys. I'll carry the show. You guys just.
All right, this is the Trump campaign official response. Again, I don't like all these things are here, and I like literally. Everything is here except for how do I make it to where it's just
dynamic
us.
Scene.
Dynamic scene?
Mm-hmm.
What the crap? Hold on. Dynamic scene, dynamic scene, dynamic scene. There is no dynamic scene. Ah! What now? Say something now. Okay, here we go. All right. So let's talk about this. So the Trump campaign officially released a statement. Unfortunately, we can't show it to you right now because Royce is not here. But Trump campaign statement on the ongoing threats from the Iran terror regime. President Trump was briefed earlier today by the Office of the Director of National Intelligence regarding real and specific threats from Iran to assassinate him in an effort to destabilize and sow chaos in the United States. Quote, intelligence officials have identified that these continued and coordinated attacks have heightened in the past few months, and law enforcement officials across all agencies are working to ensure President Trump is protected and the election is free from interference. Make no mistake, the terror regime in Iran loves the weakness of Kamala Harris and is terrified of the strength of resolve of President Trump. He will let nothing stop him or get in his way to fight for the American people and to make Americans great again. Royce is back. That is the statement from the Trump campaign. Can we get back to the show now, please?
Getting there.
All right, let's. I want to go to President Trump's response to this. I want to hear what President Trump has to say on this. So we just read the campaigns thing. We need Trump's Truth Social post about this. First of all, let's comment in the chat. Do you think that it is absolutely connected that Iran, who was funded by Joe Biden, is now opening assassination attempts against President Trump? I believe absolutely is connected. Comment yes or no in the chat if you believe that to be true. All right, this is what President Trump had to say. Big threats on my life by Iran. The entire U.S. military is watching and waiting. Moves were already made by Iran that didn't work out, but they will try again. Not a good situation for anyone. I am surrounded by more men, guns, and weapons than I have ever seen before. Thank you to Congress for unanimously approving far more money to the Secret Service. 0 no votes. Strictly bipartisan. Nice to see Republicans and Democrats get together on something. An attack on a former president is a death wish for the attacker. All right. So this goes along with what we talked about yesterday, that there's 5 assassination groups that we know about. This is funded by Iran. So my question to the group, my question to everyone here, if we know that Iran is behind this stuff, why are we not like sending missiles to like kill their leaders and stuff? Like,
we are. We just sent. Sorry, Tony, go ahead.
I was just going to say, because Biden and Harris don't care about Trump's life. They want him taken out. So why would they start a big conflict?
Soldiers to the Middle East. Like we're headed that way. Where they're headed, I'm not sure.
But I don't like that. Why are we sending boots on the ground? Send freaking seeker missiles into people's bathrooms when they're on the toilet and take them out.
Can you guys imagine what would happen if they uncovered a plot to assassinate Biden or Harris? If Iran was doing that right now,
nobody's going to do that.
Sent the whole.
But nobody's going to do that. I mean, Biden unlocked $6 billion to Iran. Putin's doing whatever he wants. China's doing whatever they want. North Korea's doing whatever they want. There's no checks. The only thing these two dipsticks are saying is don't. One word, don't.
Don't.
When Trump was in office, Iran was broke. Putin was chill. North Korea was chill. Of course they want Kamala to win. Okay, because when you turn off the lights, the cockroaches run everywhere. And the lights have been off for 4 years. And they want 4 more years of it.
The current administration should be sending missiles into people's homes in Iran. That's all I'm saying.
Period.
No boots on the ground. There's no need for boots on the ground. So the fact that we're sending troops over there is just even more proof to the point that I believe that they're going to try to use World War III to try to interfere with the election. They're going to do something. We now know for a fact that 5 assassination groups, 3 foreign, 2 domestic, are trying to kill President Trump. We now have, released by the DOJ, a $150,000 bounty on Donald Trump's head. And now we know from the intelligence analysts and the intelligence agencies of our country that Iran is funding these assassination attempts. Why are we not doing anything?
I mean, another question would be is how does President Trump trust anybody? If they have 5 different teams coming in and you have Homeland Security, FBI, CIA, I mean, obviously Iran is coming out and throwing bounties at them. I mean, how does he trust anybody? How does he trust anybody in the government?
You can't. Because it came out last night that according to a whistleblower in the Secret Service, they knew crooks 27 minutes before Trump took the stage, and they still sent him out there. Like 27 minutes.
Yes.
Dude,
again, it's inside jobs, which I got in trouble for Facebook for saying, but it is. It's inside jobs. And again, comment in the chat. Do you think that we should turn Iran into a parking lot?
Absolutely.
Let's put a Disney World. I don't know how you say Disney World in Iranianese or
Six
whatever they speak
Flags over
there.
Hezbollah.
Yeah, 6 Flags over Hezbollah. Like, let's do it. I'm all about it. Like, no soldiers on the ground. There's no need for that. But we should be not nuking. We should be blowing up everybody right now. Sitting president or former president, doesn't matter. You have open assassination terror cells funded by a country to go murder an American citizen that is a former president and is currently the Republican nominee for president of the United States right now. 41 days from now, we'll find out the vote. I think we should be doing something.
Well, yeah, but they won't be. Obviously, the Biden-Harris administration were the ones that let all these terror groups in to be in here and attempt the assassination. So, I mean...
Yeah. Anyway, all right, moving on. Remember yesterday when I said they're coming after all of us? I meant it. There is something stirring within me that I just feel as though if November 5th does not go our way, I really think that it's the end of all of us of what we currently do. I just do. I think the dissenting voices are going to be vanquished, exterminated, snuffed out, however you want to say it. I just really believe that if Harris wins, she is more radical, she is more evil than Joe Biden ever could have been, because Joe Biden wasn't even all there. I think that they're going to come after all of us. I really do. I really believe this to be so, and no one's going to be safe. Alex Jones, reports came out yesterday afternoon that Alex Jones... breaking. Alex Jones InfoWars assets to be auctioned off. A federal judge will approve auctions of Alex Jones's InfoWars assets this fall to help pay over $1 billion in damages to the Sandy Hook families. The auctions start November 13th with InfoWars trademarks, copyrights, and websites up for sale, followed by all studio equipment on December 10th. So by the middle of December, everything we know of Alex Jones and InfoWars will be gone. Every bit of it, gone.
I think Elon should buy it all and just give it back to Alex Jones as a big screw you to the government.
It'll be interesting to see. I don't think they'll let him buy it. I really don't. I don't think we'll let him. I don't think they'll let him buy it. It will be interesting to see what happens next. I don't know exactly what the rules will be. Is he allowed to create InfoWars uncensored, InfoWars 2.0? Is he, will he join another network? But let's go to our next thing. We actually have an article on this, so I want to read a little bit further into this. If you think that even though I believe that Alex Jones overstepped some lines with the Sandy Hook stuff, pretty much everyone I know agrees with that. A $1.5 billion lawsuit fine is insanity. Okay, it is absolutely insane. Even if Alex Jones has a net worth of like $200 million, $1.5 billion is nothing more than a judge saying you will be bankrupt. You will be.
Yeah.
Like we're going to end you. It's only a matter of time. All right, let's zoom in a little bit. Judge will approve auction of Alex Jones, InfoWars to pay Sandy Hook families. I want to read this article about this here. All right, yeah, bring it in. Let's get. All right, this fall, Alex Jones' InfoWars media platform and its assets will be auctioned off to help pay for over $1 billion. We just read that. Jones promises to keep doing his talk shows through other platforms, like a new website or his personal social media. He has also hinted that his supporters might buy InfoWars assets, allowing him to keep hosting his show as an employee under the InfoWars brand in Austin, Texas. U.S. bankruptcy judge Christopher Lopez in Houston said on Tuesday that he will approve the InfoWars auction starting in November. However, he needs to update a previous order to clarify that the trustee handling Jones's personal bankruptcy case has control over the assets of Free Speech Systems, the parent company of InfoWars, which is fully owned by Jones. All right, let's go down a little bit here. All right. The order Judge Lopez plans to approve would auction off InfoWars intellectual property such as trademark, copyrighted content, social media accounts, and the website starting on November 13th. However, Jones' personal social media accounts, including his X account with over 2.8 million followers, will not be part of the auction. The Connecticut families have always sought a fair and equitable distribution of Free Speech Systems assets for all of the families, and today's decision is a significant step forward, Chris Matai, lawyer for some Sandy Hook families, said, quote, FSS will now be sold at auction, meaning Alex Jones will no longer own or control the company he built. This brings the families closer to their goal of holding him accountable for the harm he has caused. Back in June, Jones said, quote, the situation with InfoWars being shut down by the government is accelerating. Although InfoWars dodged a bullet over the weekend, likely due to a huge outpouring of public awareness, things are heating up as early as tomorrow, and there's a very real possibility the courts may attempt to shut down the InfoWars offices, locking the doors, seizing the equipment, etc. Tomorrow, this was Monday, June 3rd, and force them to stay offline until an upcoming emergency hearing on June 14th, during which the court is apparently going to decide whether InfoWars assets are to be immediately liquidated, effectively terminating the InfoWars broadcast infrastructures, which has always been the goal of the cabal in power. Remember when everybody said he was a conspiracy theorist and that wasn't real? Remember that? Mm-hmm. Remember all the fact checks that were coming out? Quote, you are watching America slide into blatant despotism, where the government targets and jails its political opponents. Trump, for one, tortures and jails peaceful protesters January 6th and shuts down opposition media by force. Stay tuned in to the Infowars.com for live broadcast of Alex and crew. Pray for them all and make this whole situation go viral so that everybody sees the full force tyranny being unleashed against independent media in America. I'm trying to reach Alex for any further information, but have so far been unsuccessful. I do not know for sure that Alex would call for everybody. Okay, this is a quote. Who is this a quote from? It doesn't even give us who this is saying this. Anyway, okay. This is terrifying to me. Mm-hmm. It goes with what I was talking about. If you believe they're coming after all of us, comment yes or no in the chat right now.
They will find a way.
I think that if we lose November 5th, if we don't do our job and we lose on November 5th, I think this is what's going to happen to all of us. I think there's only a matter of time before they either bankrupt us by cutting off all of our abilities to monetize, be able to pay for people to work here, or they're going to sue us out of California. If this law is held up in California that you can be sued for, misinformation that they deem what is misinformation and what's not. They are the arbiters of truth, the ministry of truth. The elites decide what is true and what is not true. But we have a video real quick. I want to play this, and then we'll go into discussions about this a little bit more. Let's play it, Royce.
The breaking news about InfoWars, so I figured I would come on here and just make a public statement. Let me start with this. I've never been more proud of the work that I've done at InfoWars. You see, when I left sports media in 2016 to get into political commentary, It was InfoWars that invited me in. It was InfoWars that offered me a job. I was an anti-government guy. I was an anti-lying media guy. I was an anti-lying politician guy. And quite frankly, for somebody like me to break into the political media like that was not an easy thing to do. And there weren't really platforms out there that would host a guy like me or eventually give me a show and allow me to create my own content in the way that I see fit. But InfoWars did. And it's now total confirmation that I made the right decision. And let me tell you, it was a decision that came with a lot of consequences. Some obvious. I was put in prison. I've been sued multiple times. I've been attacked. I've been assaulted. I've been censored across the internet. I get blackballed from pretty much, or have been in the past, from pretty much all conservative outlets. But you notice that the narrative is changing. You notice that everybody sounds like InfoWars now. You notice that everybody wants to have Alex Jones on now. Because they're realizing Alex Jones and InfoWars were not censored, were not attacked, and now as of today, being shut down and liquidated, not for lying, but for telling the truth. Because you see, if it was for lying, then wouldn't it be the mainstream media on trial? Trump-Russia collusion, Hunter Biden laptop is fake, vaccines are safe and effective, weapons of mass destruction. Should I go on? So no, I've never been more proud of my work at InfoWars than I am today. I've never had total confirmation that I joined the right team of telling the truth and anti-corruption media when I joined InfoWars. And now, yet again, at this level of the InfoWars saga, people will see how the First Amendment and free speech is under attack, and all the weapons they will use against Americans to try to take your rights from you and shut you down if you won't be silenced. Now, that's all I'm going to say on this. I'm not going to comment on the court developments or the legalese. I would advise you to tune into the Alex Jones show tomorrow. This is his company. This is his story. I was just honored to be a part of it. But stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We're in a fight for the future of this country. We're in a fight for freedom. We're in a fight for truth. And it's never been more proof positive that I made the right decision in that choice to join InfoWars. And I've never been more proud of the work I've done at InfoWars. He
brings up a good point. If media outlets and independent media can be held responsible for getting things wrong, then why is Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, ABC, the list goes on, the Young Turks, the list goes on and on. Why are not all of these other places liquidated and put out of business? Because how many lives were lost from everyone in the mainstream media being wrong about COVID? We were right. We said, don't take the shot. Cancer's up 300%.
Myocarditis.
Under the age of 50. We said lockdown's not going to do anything. We said masks don't work. We said all of these things. We said the Hunter Biden laptop was real. Mainstream media, social media outlets, all this stuff right now. Why isn't anyone winning court cases against Mark Zuckerberg? Why? Well, why isn't one? What was the original owner of Twitter's name?
Jack Dorsey.
Jack Dorsey. Why isn't Jack Dorsey in prison? Why is he worth hundreds of millions of dollars instead of liquidating and taking everything that he's got? If it was truly because Alex Jones was wrong, then that sets precedence for every other media outlet when they get something wrong to be taken out. But they're not. Why? Because it's not about being right or wrong. It's about the dissenting voice versus those that fall in line. And even though they seem like they're on your side, they're still playing within the rules enough that they're allowed to stay. And that is what I keep warning everybody is coming. If we lose, just lost Royce again. If we lose November 5th, I don't think it's going to be very long before all the dissenting voices are gone. If you agree with that, comment yes or no. I'd love to know your opinions in the chat. But that's where I see things going, and that's why November 5th is such a big deal for all of us.
I lost a comment over here, but somebody had said that Crowder is close to being shut down as well. And
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
evidence they have on that, but
Well, and that's the thing, because all the dissenting voices, and if I may be honest for a minute, and it's not anyone's fault watching this show or anything like that, the American people are not able to send enough money of support to shows like ours, Crowder, Alex, everybody. You guys don't have enough money, nor should you have enough money to keep us afloat and keep us going.
Because the government will just take that too.
Yeah,
Like,
and so what happens is we become dependent on sponsors. We become dependent on, even if we set up a subscription service where you can like subscribe to us and we get 10, 15, 20,000 people paying, $4 a month to keep us going, we still have to use systems that are controlled. The servers are controlled by bigger, better, badder organizations. Unfortunately, YouTube, unfortunately, Facebook, Instagram, all these things, we still can only do so much because the elites control the big assets for people actually to make big differences. And so it's this battle. It's like trying to stop an avalanche with like an in-home little heater. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
That's what it feels like. And it really is. This is how much, we are fighting a David and Goliath battle. And, I think that this is the last stand for things the way that we know them to be and the way that we want things to be is November 5th. We're 42 days away. 42 days away, November 5th. Everybody's got to do their part. Everybody's got to fight, because we have to win. If we don't win, I think that you won't be hearing from us for much longer after that. That's just my gut feeling. I hope I'm wrong.
You're not, bro.
But it's my gut feeling.
You're not.
Look, Steve Bannon's in prison. Steven Crowder is about to be shut down. I know that the Blaze is hurting. Daily Wire has got money, but now Daily Wire is having to move their movies. I'm not 100% sure if it's a sign of success that Matt Walsh's new show went into theaters as opposed to just being behind the paywall of Daily Wire Plus, or if it's more of a, hey, this ain't working, we got to get into the main systems of things. You know what I mean? And that's not a hit against Daily Wire. I'm just saying, to me, that shows more of a, hey, we can't afford to keep keeping this internal. Like, we have to put it out into these systems. Like, we have to. You see what's happening to Alex Jones. It's going to continue to happen more and more and more. And this is happening under an administration to where the current president is an Alzheimer's patient that doesn't even know what's going on. Imagine Kamala Harris. I just think that it's going to be worse than you imagine.
Yeah.
And that's why we have to fight.
They've already laid all of their cards out on the table. Like, there is no guess or what we think America's going to look like a year or two into if Kamala wins. There is no guesswork here. They've already said what they wanted to say. I mean, when Kamala was running in the primary, she said that Twitter, even when Jack Dorsey was running it, she said the whole Twitter site should be shut down for not getting rid of Trump's account. Like, it should be shut down. AOC just said the other day, we should have the government should have control on everything that's on social media. I said this yesterday, packing the courts, electoral college, they've already laid out everything they want to do. And if they get that done, it's over. It's done. Yeah. It's over.
Yeah, dude, we're talking about freaking Nazi Germany stuff, man. How long after they win the election, if they win the election, they're going to have the SS out there trying to hunt us all down for being conservative.
And we're fixing to pray this out and get the super questions, but I saw somebody write, well, then why don't all of you guys just band together and just do it all together.
That's
And
what we want
and
to.
my response to that is, it would be lovely if it was that way, but I'll give you this analogy. You get 10 of the closest people in your life and all sit at a table, and you ask the question, let's just take one thing. How do we fight back against abortion in this country? And you all come up with the answer on how you all band together and do it. And the answer, what will happen is you will all eventually get into fistfights because you will not agree on how it should be done. 10 of your closest people in your life, you will not agree. It's kind of the same principle here. How do you get all of the biggest names in the dissenting voices? How do you get us all together? And then how do you do it in a way within the legal system to where, I mean, the argument can be made, if you make one big thing, then all the government has to do is go after that one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you have a lot of different targets that they have to go after one at a time, then you can survive for longer. I don't know. That's a very complicated thing. We're just here to let you guys know that it is more difficult, and we are headed for more dangerous times than you guys realize, which is why I keep saying 42 days. 42 days. In fact, I would challenge you guys, while we got a lot of people here, we need people to help chase ballots. We need people to help. Turning Point USA, you can go to tpaction.com, and I think everybody needs to go to that right now. This is not an ad. This is not anything. This is what I believe. You can go to tpaction.com right now. Can we pull that up just to show everybody? If you go to tpaction.com, you can register to chase votes. You can register to go door knocking. You can register to go do these things that actually make a difference in the election. Here you go, right here. You can go to tpaction.com. All right. And you need to go check this out, because look, here you go. Get involved. Step 1, you need to be registered to vote. Step 2, become a precinct leader. Step 3, download the Turning Point Action app. Step 4, attend an event. Step 5, chase the vote. We need people knocking on doors every single day. Please go to tpaction.com. This is not an ad. This is just me saying we got 42 days. 42 days for you to step outside your comfort zone and go and fight for America, because everything is riding on this. Go to tpaction.com, register to go chase the vote today. That's all we got for this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we remind you to hit the like button and hit that share button. The more you hit the like button, the more people see this. The more you share, the more people see it. If this is your first time watching, make sure to hit the follow button. Despite technical difficulties, we made it. And I love it for it. All right, Todd, pray us out real quick, and then we got some questions.
Let us bow. Father, we just thank you for another good episode. Father, we thank you for being able to do what we do for a living. I thank you for the blessings that these three men on the screen that I share with every single day are to me and my life and my faith. Father, let us remind that this world is not too big. That this fight is not too big for us. That you started off with 11, and those 11 spread the gospel throughout the entire world, and that it doesn't take millions and millions of people. It just takes a few. So, Father, I just ask that the boldness that us four men have, that the people that are listening or the people that are watching, that it empowers them, that it emboldens them to go out there and spread the message and the good news of your Son, Jesus Christ, and the sacrifice that he made, and that peace can be given. It doesn't have to be earned. We can never earn it, but it can be given through your sacrifice on the cross. Father, we love you. We thank you for all that you do. And I ask all these things in your Son's name, and all God's people said,
amen. All right, let's do the super questions. Let's go.
All right, first one. Here we go.
Jess Paz, I think due to Roy's screw up again, we the people deserve a Friday show. And can I get a yes in the chat?
Oh, no, it's not Royce's fault. He's literally in the middle of a hurricane right now, and the show kept going. So no, you're fine.
Royce, do better.
It is not Royce's fault that the system is messing up. Whilst being in the middle of a hurricane, you guys should be thanking Royce, actually.
Royce, it's your fault the hurricane is hitting you.
I love how Royce gets a.
Why have I not shot at the hurricane yet?
I don't
know.
Exactly.
All right, let's go. I got you, Royce. Don't worry.
Jess Paz, I think we should send all Biden-Harris voters first to war because they voted for this.
Yeah, all registered Democrats should be the first.
Yeah,
to
every
go to
one of
war.
them. Justine, I only been watching the Dear American Negro for a short time. I love you guys and pray for your safety. So worried about where this country could go if Trump doesn't win. We agree.
Somebody said, but Royce chose to live in Florida. This is true. I can't argue that. I even told him, I was like, you should just come here for the week. And he chose not to. So that is true.
I can't just abandon my wife here, dude. She still has work.
She could take off work. Either way, all right.
She's off tomorrow. She's working right now, but she's off tomorrow.
From Miss Lovegood, Middle East update. The IDF has just recruited 2 reserve brigades, meaning we might see IDF ground troops in Lebanon in the upcoming days and weeks, which means it's not ending soon enough. Oh, that's bad. Redneck ingenuity. I like that. Feel free to take the 5 and not read. I'm starting my own auto repair business in upstate South Carolina. Call or text We the People Automotive for any auto needs. 864-960-0877. Keep speaking the truth, brother.
That's a good name. We the People Automotive. That's cool.
People
I like
Automotive.
that.
That's cool.
Nice. Check them out.
WTPA. All right.
All right, Darkness Rising. Can't wait to class action suit CNN for knowingly peddling their Russiagate lies and affecting millions of Americans. It's the Alex Jones precedent. Man, we need to find an attorney and see if we can do that.
I mean, there's a lot of attorneys that will do it, but it's the amount of money it takes to do it. So
next.
101 I Play WoW. Good morning, guys. Todd. I enjoy your new show. When are you going to answer questions on your show? Yep, going to answer them today. Missed them yesterday. Sorry. My bad. I got them screenshotted, though. Elaine Harper, all you have to do is read the communist... Huh?
Screenshotted? I don't know if that's...
Yeah, screenshot them. I got them screenshotted.
Yeah, I don't...
Isn't it just screenshot?
I think that works.
I have them screenshot. I have them screenshotted.
I have them screenshotted.
I don't know. That's interesting.
Look, you use your English, I'll use mine.
Okay, I'll just ask a question.
I'm with you, Todd. I think that works.
All right, next.
Elaine Harper, all you have to do is read the Communist Manifesto. They're following the playbook.
Exactly. I agree 100%.
For some reason, this one's not popping up on here, but on YouTube, Cindy donated $100 like she does every week.
Hey, Cindy, thank you so much.
She said, ban Coca-Cola products. You do not need to drink it. God bless.
I agree. I
mean, for real.
Yeah.
Jennifer Mitz, when is Tony going to join the Beard Club? He's the only one without, except Alyssa. By the way, I miss seeing Alyssa sometimes.
Jennifer, what are you talking about? I've been growing my beard out for like 2 years. This is it. This is what you get. This is literally it.
It's just a very light beard, right?
Yeah, but Tony's been growing his beard for 3 years.
Yeah, but thank you for calling me out on that. I appreciate it.
Tony never shaves. He's never
shaved.
And
Alyssa's busy running the charity. And so that's what Alyssa does every day. She's at Asher House every day. And so, yeah.
Keloho, thanks for prayers. My granddaughter is going home today. I will be heading to Texas to help out. So
that's great.
We'll be hit and miss on live, but we'll watch when we can. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
And then last one from YouTube.
Melissa Foster. God bless you guys. Stay safe, Royce.
Thank you. I'll give you guys an update tomorrow, as long as I'm not, underwater or something. But it should be.
If for some reason you guys tune in tomorrow and we are not live, it is because Royce's power and/or internet is out, and so I guess we should give a warning, like. You're just gonna have to tune in, but there is a potential that the show might not happen because Royce runs the show from Florida. So if Royce has no power or no internet, it doesn't matter how much beard Royce has, the show might not happen. So, well, we'll see. We can't control Mother Nature. So if you guys show up tomorrow and we're not there, this has been your warning. There is a hurricane coming in, and we don't know what it's going to do. We're not worried for Royce dying. However, power might be an issue tomorrow, so we will see. It's supposed to hit today, right? Tonight?
Yeah, it's supposed to hit today. It's like, light drizzle or whatever, but like this afternoon it's supposed to smack us real hard.
So pray for the people in Florida and South Alabama, probably South Mississippi too. It depends on, once it hits land, we'll see if it goes east or west more. But we'll do our best. We can't promise we'll be here tomorrow, but there is your warning. Like, tune in tomorrow, same time. But if we're not there, it's because Royce doesn't have power, and we'll figure out a way to make it up to you somehow, some way at a later date. That's all we got for this episode. Please make sure to hit the like button, make sure to hit the follow button, and leave us a comment in the comment section. We do love to hear your opinions. Tony, say goodbye to everybody.
Hasta mañana, hopefully.
All right. Royce, say goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for the prayers and stuff.
All right. And Todd.
See you at 2:00.
So, yes, in the hot seat at 2:00 Eastern time. Make sure to tune in for that. And as always, I'm Graham Allen. Stay awake, not woke. Trust in God, not the government. And as always, stay free.